You ever feel like life just kicks you when you're already down? Like it's testing how much you can take before you break? That's where Maya's story starts, a girl barely 19, with eyes that sparkled like the Atlanta sunrise, pregnant, alone, and cast out onto the streets of a city that didn't care. She was raising three tiny souls, her triplets, Ava, Grace, and Caleb, in a world that chewed up hope and spit it out. But this isn't just a story of pain. It's about what happens when fate forces you to face the past, and maybe, just maybe, find a way to heal. Maya was a stunner back then, with skin like warm honey and a smile that could melt even the grumpiest neighbor. She grew up in a small Georgia town, helping her mom with dishes, watching her little brother, dreaming of a life bigger than the dirt roads she walked every day. Then came Ethan, tall, with a laugh that filled the air, the kind of guy who could charm a snake. They met at a farmer's market, Maya haggling over peaches, Ethan swooping in with a grin, getting her a deal and stealing her heart in one smooth move. They were glued at the hip after that, sharing sweet tea under the stars, talking about their big plans. Ethan wanted to build bridges. Maya dreamed of seeing Paris, Tokyo, anywhere but here. One night, under an old oak tree, Ethan took her hand, his eyes serious for once. "Maya, promise me you'll always be mine, no matter what," he said, and she did, whispering, "Only if you promise to." They kissed as the fireflies danced, thinking forever was theirs. But forever got a reality check when Ethan landed a scholarship to study engineering in London. It was the kind of break kids in their town only dreamed of, and while his family threw a block party, Maya's heart sank. "You're leaving me," she whispered that night, sitting on her porch swing. Ethan knelt beside her, promising, "I'll be back. Maya, I'll get my degree, make real money, build us a life." She wanted to believe him, but fear gnawed at her. What if he forgot her? What if he found someone else? He cupped her face, swearing, "You're my everything, I'll marry you when I'm back." And she clung to that promise like a lifeline. Weeks after Ethan left, Maya started feeling off, tired, queasy, her body betraying her with the truth. She was pregnant. Her mom noticed first, her eyes narrowing, and when her dad found out, the house exploded. "Who did this?" he roared. "Ethan," Maya whispered, and her parents' faces turned to stone. "That boy we warned you about," her mom spat. "You've shamed us." Her dad, voice cold as ice, pointed to the door. "Get out, you're no daughter of ours." Maya begged, tears streaming, but they didn't budge. At 19, she was homeless, pregnant, with nothing but the clothes on her back. The streets of Atlanta became her world, cold, cruel, unforgiving. She found shelter in an abandoned warehouse, rats skittering in the dark, strangers hurling insults, or, worse, stones. Her belly grew, and so did her desperation, but Maya kept going, thinking of Ethan every night, wondering why he never wrote, never called. 9 months later, in a leaky shed, she gave birth to triplets: Ava, bold and fearless; Grace, soft and kind; Caleb, protective and fierce. They were her reason to keep breathing, even when hunger clawed at her, even when she sang lullabies to drown out their cries for food. 8 years passed, and Maya was 27 now, her hands rough, her clothes patched, but those eyes still burned with fire. Her kids, now 8, were her pride: Ava leading the pack, Grace soothing fights, Caleb guarding them like a tiny knight. One scorching afternoon, Maya was lost in thought, crossing a busy street, when a shiny black SUV screeched to a halt inches from her. The kids screamed, pulling her back just in time. A man stepped out, sharp suit, gold watch, face pale with shock. "You okay?" "You hit your head," he said, voice deep, worried. Maya blinked, dazed, as he insisted on driving them to the hospital. Something about him felt familiar, but she brushed it off. In the SUV, the kids marveled at the leather seats, the cool AC, whispering, "Mama, it's like a spaceship." The man kept stealing glances at Maya, his jaw tight, like he was piecing together a puzzle. At the hospital, the doctor cleared her, just a bruise, no concussion, but the man wouldn't let her walk home. "I'm driving you," he said, firm but kind. At a diner across the street, he treated them to a feast: fried chicken, mac and cheese, cold Cokes. The kids laughed, their faces glowing, but Maya's heart was heavy, watching them eat like it was Christmas. Then he spoke. "You look familiar," he said, eyes searching hers. "What's your name?" "Maya," she answered softly. "And yours?" He smiled, oblivious to the bomb he was about to drop. "Ethan." Her world stopped. The fork slipped from her hand, the diner, noise fading to a hum. Ethan, her Ethan, the man who swore forever, now sitting across from her, rich, polished, clueless. Rage and hurt flooded her. "You okay?" he asked, confused, as tears spilled down her cheeks. Ava looked up, alarmed. "Mama, why were you crying?" Maya stood, voice sharp. "We're leaving now." The kids protested, but her tone shut them down. She stormed out, Ethan calling after her. "Did I do something wrong?" But she was already gone, lost in the crowded street. That night, Ethan sat in his penthouse, the Atlanta skyline glittering below, but all he saw was Maya's tear-streaked face. Why had she looked at him like he'd stabbed her? And those kids, their eyes, their smiles, they reminded him of himself. He paced, whiskey untouched, muttering, "Who is she?" Meanwhile, Maya huddled in her tattered tent, rain seeping through, her kids curled close. "Mama, was that man our dad?" Grace asked, voice small. Maya's heart broke. "He's nobody," she lied, but their eyes said they knew better. The next day, the triplets, hungry and restless, decided to sing for coins at a busy downtown corner right outside Ethan's tech empire. Their voices, clear and sweet, drew a crowd, phones recording, coins clinking. Ethan, glancing out his 20th floor window, froze. Those kids. He bolted downstairs, shoving past a guard harassing them. "Leave them alone," he roared. The kids stared, Ava crossing her arms. "What did you do to our mom?" Ethan crouched, voice soft. "I don't know, but I need to find out. Take me to her." They led him to a cluster of tents by the railroad tracks, Ethan's heart sinking at the sight. Then he heard Maya scream. Inside her tent, a drunk thug pinned her down, snarling. Ethan charged in, yanking him off, dodging a rusty knife, and knocking him out with a single punch. The kids rushed to Maya, sobbing, as she stood, trembling. "You ruined my life," she screamed at Ethan. "You left me pregnant, alone, while you built this." She gestured at his suit, his car. Ethan's jaw dropped. "Maya, you're that Maya? I looked for you. Your parents said you ran off with someone else." Her eyes blazed. "They lied and you believed them. These are your kids, Ethan. Ava, Grace, Caleb." He sank to his knees, tears falling. "I didn't know, I swear. I'd have torn the world apart to find you." Weeks later, Ethan moved them into his mansion. The kids thrived, Ava sliding on marble floors, Grace hugging teddy bears, Caleb devouring books. But Maya kept her distance, her heart torn between gratitude and old wounds. One night, on the balcony under a silver moon, she finally spoke. "Do you know what it was like? Pregnant, homeless, watching my babies starve? I hated you." Ethan's voice cracked. "I thought you left me, Maya. Your parents lied, and I believed them. It broke me too." Silence hung heavy. Then he brushed a tear from her cheek. Their lips met, soft, hesitant, a spark of the love they'd lost. But life wasn't done testing them. Months earlier, Maya had been attacked in an alley, a nightmare that left her pregnant with little Noah. When a sleazy man in a cheap suit showed up at Ethan's office, smirking, "I'm Noah's father, pay me, or I go public," Ethan's blood boiled. Maya confessed, sobbing, "He attacked me, Ethan. Noah's not yours." Ethan knelt, holding her. "He's ours now. I'll protect him." In court, Maya faced her attacker, voice shaking but strong, telling the world her truth. The judge's gavel slammed, "Guilty, prison for life."